Hey guys, so we're recording now. All right. So we were discussing just a few minutes ago the three contracts that you guys have gotten with Hesel Media, and there is a potential for. So, I mean, if during this call they sign the contract, then we're gonna celebrate. But oh, we'll see.
I hope.
um, you hope, of course, man. I hope as well. So let's go ahead and start. Let's talk a little bit about those contracts. I know that it has been, I mean, you guys originally had gotten a contract, but then that one you guys had to cancel it. But then it seems like in the past, I don't know, maybe 3, 4 weeks, like results just started to kick in. So would you like to give us an overview of that, please?
Yeah, so the first contract that we got, um, we had to cancel it because I don't know if people are familiar with mobile homes, but
Mm,
when it's a mobile home, you have to make sure that it's real property. A mobile home is personal property. So you have to
mm,
convert it into real property and it takes time. I've done it before and it takes, a couple months to do that, maybe a month if you're lucky. So we didn't want to take the time because it wasn't like a juicy deal. We didn't even have a buyer for it. So and then we have land under contract in Cisco, Texas. That one we haven't found a buyer for it. And then we have one in Arlington. That one it's we assigned it to a hedge fund. It's a small deal that we have to split with uh two more people. Okay. But actually, one of my personal buyers called me last night and he told me, "Hey, I'm looking for a house in Arlington. Do you have anything?" So this house is literally in the next block of his house where he lives. So I
Are
told
you
him
talking
about
about are you talking about the other one that you guys don't have a buyer yet?
no, that one we have it assigned to a hedge fund, but we literally have to split like 2,000 between three people. Okay,
Okay.
so it's not juicy because I don't have the direct contact with the hedge fund. He's a friend of mine. So
Okay.
that one, because the seller wanted too much, I was just like, let's lock it up because I might buy it. I was going to buy it, but then
Mhm.
it was like 15,000 more than I was willing to. So that's
Mhm.
why I was like, okay, let's just assign it. Let's make it was gonna be like 2,500 each, but
Mhm.
now the hedge fund came in lower. So now it's turning into a 2,000 between three people. So
Okay.
now this buyer friend that called me last night, I told him
Mhm.
about this house. So he's gonna look at it today. So hopefully
Okay.
he likes it, and then I can turn that, few hundreds for maybe 5 or 10.
Oh, so you could potentially increase the assignment for the three people involved, or it would
Oh, that
be
would be only me. That would be only me.
that would be only you. Okay, so that's a
Yeah,
potential to get that one and make you more money. That's good.
exactly. I mean, me and Dennis, obviously, because Dennis helped me lock that up. But
Yeah.
hopefully he likes it. And we'll see. I don't know. And then the
Hopefully.
other one is Hamil. Oh, that one is a good deal. Hamil Street. That one, we've been working on it for maybe 3, 4 weeks, something like
Mhm.
that. It's been a minute. And what happened is that this lady, she wanted to sell her house, but she wanted to see a house before selling it. Like she wanted to have something like, hey, this is where I'm gonna live now, this is where I'm gonna go, and then I can sell. And I was like, okay. So we were talking and everything, and she told me I'm looking at some mobile homes, but they're expensive. And she was like, "Do you have any mobile homes in Johnson County?" And I was like, "No, I don't." Or mineral wells. And I was like, "Yeah, right. Like, I'm gonna find one." And then, like 2, 3 days ago, no, actually, it was last week. I started looking in my emails for some properties, and I found a mobile home in Mineral Wells. So I called the wholesaler, and I was like, "Hey, I have this seller. She wants to sell her house, but she wants a mobile home in Mineral Wells, and this is like perfect. And do you want a JV?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure." So I sent it to her. She went to look at the property. She liked it. So on the same day, we put her under contract. We sold it to one of our buyers, and we sold her the mobile home. So it's a double deal. And
Oh, you're gonna make money from, I mean, for her home and also for the mobile home.
yeah, yeah. So he got
Nice.
it. He gave it to me at 38, and I'm selling it to her for 42. And then we're getting her house for 42.5, and we sold it for 60. So
Oh,
we're gonna make good money on that one.
that's
And
pretty cool, man. That's congratulations.
yeah, so those are the ones that we have, and now that we just sent a contract on, Dennis was talking to her earlier, and we agreed on a price, and I already sent it to a couple of people, and they might be interested. But I don't wanna lock it up before. I mean, I want to lock it up before, in a contract. Is it because sometimes what I do is I reverse wholesale, if you
Mm,
know what that is. But I like to do that. That way I secure the deal. Like I have two more deals right now that I'm waiting on
mhm.
the seller to sign, and I have a buyer for it already. You know,
Mm,
sometimes
yeah.
we go like that. The one that we sold, the Hems, no, Hamil. That one, Laila sent we sent some text and we sent emails. We only sent that one by text. And then this guy is a friend of mine. He wholesales, but he buys too. And he told me, hey, I think I have a buyer for this. So we JV on it too. So he sold it for 67. So everybody,
Remind me which one is Hamil's? Hamil's?
Amil
Which
is the double deal.
the
The
double deal, the last one. Okay.
yeah.
I would like us to put some attention to that one real quick. So maybe Dennis can tell us a little bit about how everything went from the beginning, like how was the conversation with the guy and stuff like that.
For the one, which one is this? Sorry.
The big one.
Actually, I think he talked to her like one time because we got that lead like he was off his shift. So it was like at night.
Ah, okay. So
Right,
that one
yeah.
was bypassed
Yeah, so I
to
took on the call and I just told Dennis, hey, don't worry about this lead. I got it. But that was like
uh,
a month ago or 3 weeks ago.
okay, so tell me more then, Hanoi, how did it go? How was the initial contact? Like, I mean, you already told me a little bit that she was a little bit hesitant because she didn't have a place to live. But tell me more, like, give me more context, please.
So she was like, yeah, I want to sell, but I don't know how much, She didn't answer the phone, so it was through texts. There's some people that like to text. And I was like, oh, okay, so when are you looking to sell? Like just general questions. And then I was like, okay, so if you were to sell, like how much would you be looking to get? And she was like, I don't know. Do you think 45 is a good price? And I was like, what? So I was like, okay, let's meet. Let me see your house tomorrow. She was like, no, give me like a week or something. I need to think about it and this and that. And I live like 10 minutes away, so I just drove to the
Mhm.
house and I knock on the door, and then she opened the door and I was like, hey, I'm Hanoi. We talked about your house.
You just drove by?
Yeah, yeah. I just knocked on the door, and she opened the door for me. So. And I was like, okay, so what if we started talking about, life, and we got related because she has a son that unfortunately died of cancer, and I'm going through that with my mother-in-law right now. So
Oh,
I told her like, hey, I'm living that right now, so I understand what you're going through, and it was a good conversation. She trusted me since day one, and I was like, hey, let's do 35, and then she was like, let me think about it. So I was talking to her like every day, and then at some point she told me about the mobile home, and that's when I started looking for the mobile home. Then I found it, and then this wholesaler guy was like, hey, is she going, because she takes like forever to answer, and she wakes up like at 12 every day. So it's hard to get a hold of her. And we finally, got it done. And then the day that she was gonna sign the contract, she told me yes the day before at night. It was like 9 p.m. or something. And then I was like, hey, let's meet. She told me, let's meet tomorrow and let's get it done. And I was like, okay. So I was at another appointment. That was yesterday. I was at another appointment, and then she texted me, hey, somebody offered me 42.5. And I was like, oh, come on, Linda. We've been talking for a while, Don't do this. I'll be there in a minute. So I was on my way already. And I got to her and I was like, hey, 2,500 bucks is not gonna make us lose the deal. Let's just get it done. We've been talking to each other for a while. That was inside the house. And she was like, yeah, I know. I was going crazy. I didn't know what to tell this guy because I trust you. We've been talking for a while. He hasn't even come to the house, and I was there for the second time. And she was like, let's just do it. So I agreed to the 42.5, and I already had an offer for 55, and
Okay.
I was like, I think I can get more. I mean, I'm not greedy, but I knew I could get more, and we didn't even email blasted it, maybe more, I don't know, but I was like, okay, let's just get it done, and then that's when Laila texted it. We use Dispo Genius for that. And then one of them replied, which is a friend of mine, and he said like, "Hey, bro, I think I can sell this. I had a buyer literally yesterday asking me for land, because this house is more of a teardown. It's
Okay.
bad, I didn't even take the pictures. She took the pictures because I mean, people that do this will understand that there are some smells, but this house was like bad, like bad, bad. I didn't even walk it. She took the pictures. I was just in the living room, but the smell was really bad. She has like 6 cats and a dog. Like it's crazy. She has no ceiling. You can see the roof like right there, and it's bad. So I think it's more of a teardown. Um, so yeah, then this guy sent it to like 5 people, and then like an hour later, he was like, hey, bro, I think I sold it already. And I was like, really? And then he was like, yeah. So he was like, send me the assignment. And I was at a meeting, and then I told Dennis like, hey, Dennis, please send him the assignment, do this and that. And then Dennis was fixing his computer yesterday, so we couldn't do it, And I was like, oh. And then I had to go to Dallas, so I had to go back home because I forgot my laptop. I always carry my laptop in my car, so I had to come back. And then by the time I got here, we did it, we signed it and everything. And he told me, hey, it's a good thing that you took a while to answer, because I had him on 65, and he was like, send me the assignment, I'll give you 67. And then he was like, okay. So he took it and he wired Ernest money, and then I got the seller to wire Ernest money for her mobile home, so I didn't even
Wow,
put any money for any of them. So
that was crazy, man. That was huge coordination between everyone involved.
yeah, it was wild.
That's so
Yeah.
awesome. That's so awesome how each of you had something to do with it. So that's great.
Kind of the same thing is happening with this one, with this contract that we're waiting for. I was
Mm.
in a meeting and an appointment, and Dennis was taking care of it. He sent the contract. He talked to the. I just talked to the seller one time because he actually three-way me. So that's the first time we try it. So he three-way me, and he got it on the phone with me, and we locked it up over the phone. and
Wow.
and then he sent the contract. So now we're just waiting. Hopefully she signs it.
Yeah. I mean, that's gonna be possibly a separate success strategy call. Why not? Right.
Mhm. Yeah.
But going back to this, I mean, the other one that you were mentioning, I mean, that explains it all. That was a huge process, a lot of coordination. It's looking pretty good. The contract is already assigned. The
Yeah.
mobile home is already sold as well. So this is great, man. Congratulations to you and your team. There's something that you mentioned that is gonna, I mean, I'm gonna ask you a strategy question. If you have the answer to it already, that's great. If not, maybe think about it, right? So you've been doing this business for like 6 years, right? You've been a flipper mostly.
Mhm.
You've also done some wholesaling, but right now all your focus is on building your wholesaling business 100%. Is that correct?
Yes, yes, we've done that
So
right
my
now.
question is this: have you established some sort of goal for the average assignment fee that you're gonna get on your deals? Average or not
Uh,
yet?
I think I do a lot of JVs.
Mhm,
So most JVs are like split 50-50, right? So they're
mhm.
like 5, sometimes 10. I think the average that I want to get is 15, each, which is doable here in the FW.
Do
Uh,
you mean 15 also from the JV, or do you mean
no, no, no,
all of the deals together?
direct to seller. Like I'm doing like 5 this month. Okay,
Okay.
so 1, 2, 3 are JVs, and those are $20,000 admin fee divided in two, so that's 10.
Ah, that's
Okay,
still good. So that
yeah,
helps increase the average assignment.
exactly. But for example, this
Mhm.
one we're just talking about is gonna be at 21.5, but
Exactly.
that's direct to seller. Okay,
When you
and
say direct to seller, you mean without any JV agreements?
just us, and
Just
and,
okay.
and actually, I mean, Laila is on dispo and Dennis is on acquisitions, but the leads are kicking in. So Dennis and I were talking earlier, and we were like, let's just. I think Laila is gonna have to be in acquisition for now because at the end of
Okay.
the day, the buyers want to talk to me. Not that they don't want to talk to her, but I'm the one that has that relationship with them. You know. So I can sell them, and so sometimes I sell them quick because I just know them, and they know me. We have that relationship, you know?
That's good strategy. I love that because now Laila can also use the three-way option.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And she's experienced too. She's not new. Dennis was new like 4 months ago, and then he knows a lot,
Nice.
and that was personally that was a game changer in the business, because last last year I was doing I did like 17 deals last year, as far as wholesale, and I only did wholesale for like 6 months. And
Okay.
this year we're already on so that's 8, and we have 3 already for next month. So
Wow.
that'll be 11 already for the year, and yeah, it's only the second month. So
Wow.
we
That
are,
is so cool. That is so cool. And also the Hesel Media campaigns are doing well. We're also doing some tests with an alternative campaign that is also bringing good number of leads. Oh my God,
Mhm.
this is looking
Yeah.
pretty good, man.
Yeah, I don't want to stop it. We were talking, Dennis and I talk a lot. Not that we want to take you out, Laila, but Dennis and I, we talk a lot every day. So we were talking about that earlier, like the campaign, because my goal for this year was be consistent with marketing, because I'm always like trying different things. JV always works for me, that has never stopped, because I don't even look for the deals anymore. They just come to me because they know what I do and everything, right? But now I'm being consistent with the campaign that I have with you guys, and the leads are coming in, like, like nonstop. We added a little bit of money. We didn't go crazy, to the ad spend. We're trying the land campaign, and I mean, land, it's really three deals out of those. So those are easy. I mean, it took us
Mm,
maybe like 5 minutes to look up at that deal over the phone, because they're not attached to the property. They don't care. It's
there's
easy,
less
you know?
feelings
It's
attached.
easy. Yeah, exactly. So I'm seeing the results right now. I mean, I'm on my what, third month on the campaign or something like
Yeah,
that.
more or
Yeah.
less. Yeah.
So I see the quality, I still get, out of state leads and things like that, but I see I see that it's getting better. I'm liking it.
Awesome, man. Yeah, definitely. The goal is to have consistency. So the consistency is gonna come from all the fresh leads and working them the way you guys know how to work them. Also, Laila being assigned to pulling those leads as well, that's gonna help a lot. And also like using the pipeline in the way it's supposed to, because if you guys have an initial conversation with all of the leads, the ones that are not super ready to go, but there's still some motivation in there, right? You can categorize them correctly, and that's gonna allow for a good, healthy pipeline, which is gonna mean more deals. I mean, you guys can analyze all the pipeline on a Monday, and then you'll know, hey, maybe I'll go for this one. Maybe I'll try this one and see how if they're almost ready. You see what I'm trying to say? So it's gonna come from both the growth that we're seeing with your campaigns, the ad spend increase that we're already doing, and also it comes from a good, healthy pipeline management, and also like the strategies that we put into practice just now, which is the three-way call. That was a great idea, but that should help a lot with speak to lead, speak to action, great, and also the learning for Laila is gonna be faster. Like the curve should be faster because now she's gonna be able to listen to you, like in
Exactly,
real
and
life.
that's what I mean. Like having them helps a lot. I mean, I know you're gonna show this to the other guys in the Facebook group. So if they're like by themselves, I mean, just get help, because I was there not too long ago, and now that I have them, it's a game changer, believe me. And they see that too, Dennis and Laila, because they were doing agent outreach, and they see that it takes forever, with agents. Not that is wrong, I still do that, on the side with some friends. Like somebody just texted me, he just got a contract signed, and that's from an
Yep.
agent, but we've been working on that lead for a month, you know, and the agent takes forever. And for you to get a deal from an agent, it takes even longer. So
Mm-hmm.
I remember the first deal that I did with Dennis, he got me that house that I bought actually, and he was like, "Wait, was it that fast? Was it that easy?" He just made the call, made the appointment. I went to the house, I locked it up, and then I bought it. He was like, "It's so fast, It has nothing to do with agents. Like direct to seller is faster, which is what we're
Nice.
doing right now, you know."
I mean, you guys are leading with motivation, right? And when there is motivation, and if you guys are good problem solvers, right? You're also very empathetic. Also, I mean, when I say you, I mean your entire team. You guys are empathetic. You guys build rapport. You guys understand the sellers, and they're liking that, right? And you
Yeah,
guys are also very resourceful, right?
yeah,
So that's pretty awesome. Awesome,
yeah.
man. Yeah, definitely. This is something that other people can learn from. I think it was a good conversation because this is supposed to reassure you as well that you guys are going in the right path. You guys are an amazing team, and this is just the starting they're starting like phase. Imagine you guys in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months, how well you're gonna work each other, how many results you guys are gonna get. um, so that's great. I mean, I'm excited for you guys. Keep using your tools, keep being resourceful, keep asking for help, and see. We're always gonna see where we can add value as much as possible, as much as doable, right?
Mhm.
Including the three-way option. That was an idea that I was like, dude,
That
this is
helps.
gonna help, and we tried it and it
Yeah,
worked, right?
yeah, yeah.
So that's pretty amazing. Before we kind of like wrap up here real quick, Hanoi. So would you gave me a lot of details on on the second and third contract. The initial contract, I got a feeling that you guys are still working for a buyer. How is that one looking like? Like, is it hopeful? Like you guys are almost there to get the seller or not? Sorry, the buyer or no?
Honestly, I don't think we're gonna get a buyer. It's
Okay,
uh, it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. It's just a piece
okay.
of land, no utilities.
Oh, it was a
You know,
long shot then.
yeah, yeah. And I told the seller, I'm honest with them. I told, hey, I'm not gonna buy this. If you want,
Mhm.
I can market it, and I can see if we get any bites.
Mhm.
Maybe we get a Hispanic person that can buy it from
Mhm.
us. But it's on investor lift, it's on emails, it's everywhere, and nothing. And it's not even expensive. We got it for 22, and we're marketing it for like 30. So
Okay.
yeah, and it's 0.64 acres, so it's not little either, you know. But I told him the other day, hey, we haven't found anything. We're still gonna give it another try and let's see what happens, you know. So it was a long
Is that
shot.
a piece of land as well?
Yeah, yeah, it's land. It's land. Yeah.
Land. Okay. Okay. So keep me posted on how that goes. Let me ask you this. What would you say? And it's only because I have a situation with one of my clients who is completely new to this. He's been doing 100% flips for a long time, but he's completely new to wholesale. And
Okay.
he's afraid of like, why do I mean, how do I not, I mean, lock in contracts, but I don't want to be that wholesaler who is locking up contracts just for the sake of of getting contracts, and then my reputation is on the line. Like, what would you say to someone like that?
I would say just be you, just be
Mm-hmm.
honest, and have different options. So I think the main issue that wholesalers have, and I'm telling you this because that's the issue that I had. That
Mm-hmm.
I only had one option, cash offer. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, we like cash offer. We can help you sell your house. You know, we can bring a buyer. We can market it. Sub two, you know, seller finance. We can help you list it on market. You know, we can do different things. We offer different things. So I would say if you're not 100% sure of the numbers, just be honest with the seller. Hey, this is where I'm at. Okay, if that's not a number that you like, then I'm sorry, but I think we can make it happen at this number. Or you know
Mm-hmm.
what? That is closer to market value. Let me help you list it. Talk to an agent and have the agent listed for you and split the commission with the agent. You know, or if you know any people in your market that have been doing this for a while, just tell them, hey, what number do you think I should lock this up at? And then they'll tell you. They do that. A lot of people do that with me. They send me
Mm-hmm.
the address. Hey, I have this lead. What do I do? And then I help them with the numbers. Hey, this number that we to it. Hey, I need help with the seller. Help me lock it up. I need help with the agent. Can you talk to them? Yes. Okay. And that's how a lot of JVs come to me.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. So they can do the same. I mean, if they have another me in another market, just go
Yeah.
with this guy. And yes, you're gonna split your assignment, but that's part of the game, you know?
It's better 50% of something than 100% of nothing.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Like this deal, we might split $2,000 between three, you know, but that's fine. The lowest assignment fee that I've made in the deal, it was 1,300. But we got it done. You know, the seller was happy. You know, he
You
was
made
very
some money. You made money for the ads.
exactly. I mean, if you only depend on that deal to survive for the month, I mean, yeah, I mean, I get it, right? But if you have other deals in the pipeline, you know, then you should be good. They just add up,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah.
Bro, that's that I was gonna say, just joking, like that's the charity portion of the business.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
kidding. I mean, because you're still making some money, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people, I don't know if it's an ego thing that they're like, oh, I only want minimum $10,000. Yeah, but you're not helping that person that needs the help, and you're not getting money for the ads.
And I'm glad that you mentioned that because sometimes, let's say you need to be at 120 and you know you can sell it for 130 and you're like, oh, I want to make 10. But instead of you getting it at 125, you don't get at 120. And what happens? Another person comes in at 120, you know,
Mm,
even lower. You know, there's people that have contacted us, you know, like, hey, is that offer still in place? Like a seller contacted us today. Hey, do you still want the house? But we're still at the same number because I told the seller, hey, it's not a number that's gonna work. I can help you sell it, you know, I can market it for you, but they weren't very happy about it. So we'll see.
Bro, really good conversation. I also hope Dennis and Laila are also grasping your brain from all the experience that you're talking here. Like you're exerting a lot of experience. Like your experience just talks by itself. That's what I'm trying to say here, right? So this is what I meant by a strategy successful. Yes, we're gonna celebrate that you have those 3 contracts. 2 of them are, I mean, almost done, if not fully done, right? A potential one, crossing my fingers here, right? But at the same time, it's important for us to understand, hey, what does excellence look like? How can we repeat it? And how can we keep learning about the industry? Not just with these calls, but also you guys listening to YouTube videos, watching, I don't know, coming to the master classes that we offer, coming to the sales trainings that we offer as well, Wednesdays at 1 p.m. EST, right? And yeah, I mean, let's keep crushing it. Wishing you a lot of success, guys. Wishing for the next success call to happen soon, because again, we need to keep talking about what to keep doing and how to keep having consistent results. Because at the end of the day, that's the name of the game, right? Consistent results. That's what allows for money to be made, for scaling the business, for a lot of different like blessings that can come in the way, if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Anything else before we go, guys? Related to the success call?
No, I don't think so. Do you want us gonna add something?
Maybe Dennis, maybe Laila.
Well, I was just going to say that the first one the one that I was mentioning, Hanoi recently, when I was doing agent outreach, like that took like 3 months to get, by the way. Like that's and then compared to now with doing direct to seller with Hanoi, it's like a huge difference. I just want to say like if you go for the long term with agents, then it will eventually pay off. But it's like it's for, like I said, long game, right? Like I said, 3 months for a deal, and at the end of the day, it was like kind of meh. So just to give some context as well.
Awesome. Definitely, I'm glad about the experience you guys are having with inbound leads. And I can't wait to see what happens when you guys keep getting more and more leads. This is gonna become pretty hot, if it's not hot yet. I mean, I consider this is already hot. So imagine a few months down the line.
My goal is to do 5 deals from this marketing every month. So we'll
Cool.
see. We'll see.
Let's make it happen, man. Let's make it happen. We're still in the process of increasing the ad spend as we spoke. And we're gonna revisit that conversation in 2 weeks. Okay.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
All right.
All right, guys. Let me wrap up this.